Hi guys, and welcome back for some more Creativerse, and today we're back on my adventure world and we're remaking the castle once more. Yep, you got it. This is part 2 of the model makeover. Last time I left off, I had been working on the ceiling here just a little bit. I had laid down the chandelier and the stone, no, not stone, but the spike wall. Why? I always want to add in an extra word there. Anyways, wow, my voice is gonna do weird things today. Yay! So, anyways, I had just laid that down, the pattern. I hadn't filled in. I put in a few lights, I think, but I hadn't filled it really in. So now I'm going back in and I'm making room for some more lights. I'm doing the checkered pattern and filling them every other one, staggered lamps in there. Because you know, guys, you know me and my lights. I've got to have lots of lights, but at least I don't have them in the floors this time. It's just in the ceiling and a few on the walls later with the torches, the medieval torches and lamps. But right now, that's all I'm doing is doing the ceiling here. And once I have the ceiling all filled in, I go right to work on the floor. I end up taking up all of the wood. In the end, you'll see that this whole room turns out to be just stone instead of wood. I replace all this right here with the stone block floor, I believe. And I had discovered there, I know I cut out a little bit, but I did discover when I was pulling up the stone that I could take this opportunity to make this all one level. Right here in the front entrance, I had like a step up going into. So I'm literally picking up an extra layer of stone, just and bedrock and all whatever. I'm picking up an extra layer of blocks and making it level with the entryway here, so there's not going to be any more stairs to go up to it. And so then I replaced the doors, and there, that's beautiful. Now I'm putting in the stone block wall. I do put it in the floors and the walls, and then I do change it up so it's not like a solid stone block wall. You'll see. Trust me, it actually ends up looking really, really nice. I'm quite happy how this room turns out. So by this point, I still am thinking I'm going to use that blue carpet. I'm going to have blue beds, and I'm just going to put in this blue carpet, and this will totally change as time goes on. Now I'm going and I'm taking out, I actually end up taking this closet out. This was a little like closet, inside shed kind of whatever. I totally take this out and I end up redoing it, which you'll see here in just a few minutes of what I do with that. But I end up liking it a lot better. And upon taking out all the wood, I discovered that I could have this just a single layer. Right now it was doubled, but then when I pull these out, you'll see this actually is in the stairwell there going down to my other area. But I end up just putting it in with some more block wall and leaving it a single area. I just don't have anything, you know, any lights poking in. So I'll have to go back later on to the entryway and fix that, because there'll obviously be missing lamps because I have them all kind of in a certain pattern, but I'm totally redoing that area too as well, so it'll be all right. I just decided I didn't need a double layer of wall, that I just needed a single layer, so that's what I did. Here I'm just taking out another layer of the staircase just because I thought the doors looked a little bit weird outside, so tight against that staircase, and I haven't yet fixed it on the outside, but I will. That next time I will work on that area as well and kind of smooth that out. But today, the important part was getting the inside to work together, and I want it to be even and nice, so that's what I was just counting out. And I have I think it was 7 on each side or something, and it was nice and wonderful and even, and it made me happy. Then I am just still taking out some more wall and going to replace those bookshelves. I do try a couple things. I don't believe I show all of what I try because I just was getting kind of crazy and it was looking stupid. So I just omitted some of it. But I did try a number of different things with bookcases that I end up going still with the traditional way of doing a backboard bookcase for the bed. So this gives us, I'm taking out this extra layer of wall, and this gives this side an extra layer because I could dig into that. So I end up digging in a little bit, just like one block I think, and this results in the room becoming bigger, obviously. So as you see, I will have this room totally gets larger, and yeah. I didn't quite know what to do with all the empty space, which I will explain when we get to that here in just a little bit. But right now we're just going to kind of keep laying all the stone block. Stone block, the whole thing is stone block. I know it looks a little bit ridiculous, guys, but I fix it, don't worry. It will change, I promise you. Just keep watching. So now I'm just putting on pillars. I just grabbed any block just to fix the edges of the ceiling, obviously, because I went one block on each side and two on the one end. I need to put stone slabs and the spike wall back up there and fix that. So now that that's finished, I go back through and pick up all of my little walls that I was using as stepping stones, and I start decorating. So the first thing I do is I try a fireplace behind the beds as a backboard, and it's not to my liking. And I discovered that you cannot rotate the fireplaces around. They only go one direction that you're facing. You cannot rotate them. At least I couldn't rotate them. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but it is what it is. So I'm just building now the bookcase, the backboard bookcase, I'm calling it, and I try a couple things. This is what I resulted in, and then I'm still thinking I'm gonna have that blue carpet down. So guys, I forego the blue carpet because you'll see I start to add some of the red and yellow blocks and stuff of the medievals, and that blue looks ridiculous. Here I was trying to build a desk. I was trying to add on a desk, guys. It didn't work out, so we just cut that right on out. So now I laid down a fireplace. I love this fireplace. I want more of them like this, or similar. But anyways, I start with putting up the stone block wall. Obviously, I do change this because it kind of blends in too much because it's stone block wall against stone block wall. So what do you want? It's going to blend. But I do end up fixing that. So then I go into corners and I decide to put in the plants. I use the vines with the flower pots, and then I use the wildflowers, I think these are, the wildflowers on top of them to kind of give it like a bushy flower effect. I do try the tundra flowers. I do not like those tundra flowers on this. Oh, it really works only best with the wildflowers. I don't know if that's, am I saying that right? Wildflowers? I'm not even sure, guys. But anyways, I ran out of flowers, so I started going elsewhere. I do come back to those. I put up some shelves, kind of stagger them a little bit so it breaks up that stone not so much, you know, on there. And then I put some chairs in front of the fireplace. I have things in those storage chests, so I haven't moved them yet. So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do my storage area. And I was deciding I was not going to do like a separate closet, like walk-in closet. So I just take the banner wall and lay it down like a table, like an altar almost. And then I put the chest on top of that. And I like how that looks a lot You see a little bit of that red and yellow peeking through on the sides and in the front a little bit. So now I decide I'm gonna move the all the stuff into it and pick up those chests finally. I had to get rid of stuff in my inventory. I was getting so full, guys, that I had to put down the weapons, and I got some more flowers there, and we're redoing those. So now you can see I discovered that if I put a flower on top, it makes it more rounded. I really like that better. I had not been doing that. I don't know if that's how it was in the Colossal Castle blueprint, if they had done that or not. I didn't catch it, but I just decided I'm gonna put one on top, and it just makes it more full and rounder. They may have, I don't know, but I just know I like the flowers attached to those vines a whole lot. I did try smaller, like the smaller, but in this area, because there's so much stone block wall, I just decided to make them taller instead of the shorter ones. The shorter ones would work, but I feel like the more red and yellow you're going to see pop out of the stone, it looks nice. It looks better. So now I'm going in with that banner wall, and I'm putting up these long banners over the top of the fireplace. And I really like how that comes out. It kind of breaks things up and adds a little more depth and color to the area. I really like it. And then I put in the brick wall, the medieval brick wall on top, kind of finish that out, and it kind of picks it up away from the stone block wall, and it looks like an actual fireplace with a chimney. I think it looks really nice. I really like that. Now I'm just going in and putting in little decorations on the shelves, kind of filling those in a little bit. Guys, when I start to do this, this means I've gotten stuck on what else I want to do in this room. So let's just add some decorations. Something will come to me, and it does, because when I stand back to look at everything, everything is so red and yellow, and that blue is an eyesore. So I decide to go with red beds and the red and yellow carpet, because I just think it looks really nice with the stone, and I thought maybe the blue, I could mix the blue and the red, but it just didn't look right. So I just took that out and put the yellow and the red. I like that a lot. It ties it in really nicely. And here, now I was trying a few different things. I thought maybe I could set a mat on top of the chest, and you could put stuff on top of the chest. No, guys, it doesn't work. It does not work. It's like a slab. You have that half empty space in between the chest and the carpets. And then I tried to, or not carpets, mats. And then I tried to put it on the floor for like an actual mat, and it's just too much of a gap in between. So I end up just putting this wall in. I think it's a wall. Yeah, that's just like its floor. I don't know what you call it for the fireplace, in front of a fireplace. Now I'm just going around putting up picture frames and selecting different pictures that are in there. I'm really wishing I could have my own pictures in there. Maybe that will be a feature yet to come. I don't know. These are just screenshots that they have taken, I guess. But they're nice. They're all right. But it would be more personalized if I could do it myself. Have my own screenshots in there. So I decided to take out the diamond door. As you may now notice, there is medieval door. That looks so much better, getting that blue diamond stuff out of there. And I put yellow carpet pieces in front of the door for like a mat. Now I decided there's this empty space that needs to be filled. And so I'm going to put in a desk. I decided a bedroom can have a desk, right? So I try putting in a desk, and it just looks really weird. So I really ultimately, I like what I end up doing, and which is I take this all out. I do seriously take this all out. I was just going to town trying all kinds of stuff here. So I finally take that all out, and what I end up doing is I pull the banner wall out, and I decided to set the chest away from the wall a couple blocks, because I had decided, well, I didn't decide, I thought I could earlier on, before doing any of this, I thought it would be cool to kind of have steps going down into like a secret laboratory, or not necessarily secret, but just another space that I would call my laboratory. And so that's what I decided to do here, is I pulled it out a couple steps from the wall, and now I'm building like the doorway frame to go down in underneath this room that will ultimately be like a laboratory, and I'll have a desk down there. But by doing this, this kind of breaks up that flat wall and gives it a little bit of dimension there. So I put some more picture frames to kind of fill in that space a little bit. And yeah, so next time, that's what I'm going to be doing, is probably working underneath this and creating a laboratory of some sort. I really like how this room has turned out. So I think right now what I'm going to do is we're going to jump right into the game, and I'm going to kind of give you a slowed down look of what I have actually built and finished in this room. So here we go. So you can get a better look at what I have done. I definitely like those plants, those flowers in the corners. It kind of just makes things, breaks them up a little bit. So wow, has this room changed or what? I really like it a lot better. But yeah, this is where we're going to end up, it'll come down here. I'll put stairs down here, obviously. And then I'm going to have a door. I'll put a door here, which will continue on down and probably twist down. This will probably actually wind it down so that it will end up like directly in here in this area. So we'll see. That's what I'm going to do the next time, is that's what we're going to work on. So yeah, I really like how this has turned out. I think it's really nice. I really like those picture frames a whole lot. Yeah, got your chest here where you keep your armor, and there's empty. And over here's your armor and stuff, and your weapon rack. Yeah, this is really nice. And then down here we'll go into the secret laboratory or something. So that'll be the next time. So I think that's gonna be it for this time. I hope you guys liked this video. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.